joué à quoi? Un nouveau jeu encore? T'aimes ce genre de jeu? Il y en a sur PS4? 5? Non? Tu veux pas y jouer? C'est pas sûr.
Like always, you've completed your mission.
Bien sûr, comme d'habitude.
Those words don't come from me. You must know what they say about you.
No, I don't know. Enlighten me.
Well, you have kind of a reputation. It's actually rather flattering.
What exactly did they say?
Oh, you want to know? I didn't think...
Simple curiosity, nothing more.
Everybody kept saying that Caleb Bazori has been in tough spots before, and that you come through them unscathed. They were right.
Don't listen to gossip. Forge
J'ai
your
même mis
own
des sons faibles.
opinions.
Don't
Troisième
worry,
et quatrième génération.
It's not unnatural. It takes
Non, il a essayé de
some
m'embêter
experience.
d'ailleurs, le mec.
Ah ouais?
Ouais, ouais, ça va marcher. Je peux pas. J'ai pas eu ambition. C'est un 13e ou un 14e? Mais il peut vivre au soleil.
I beg your pardon?
Ah bon?
Nothing.
Oui, 13e, tellement c'est dilué le sang, il peut se permettre
You didn't tell me what was
d'aller
in
au
those
soleil.
files you gave the prince.
Par contre, ils
I
ont très peu
don't
de
feel
pouvoir.
that's any of your business.
Mais lui, je crois qu'il
To
vit
make
presque
up your
encore,
own
je suis pas
mind
sûr.
about something, the best way is to go to the source. And apparently, Jason Moore is well informed.
I see. You'll have to be patient, Fang.
Do you think your success on the mission could play to our advantage? I mean, for...
The prince will decide your fate when the time comes. Being useful to her can't hurt. How do you feel about it?
Honestly, I just want to get it over with. Like when you're going into finals.
Even if there's no going back?
It's a little late for that, isn't it?
It is.
Your child, Beryl Underwood, did he have any second thoughts?
I don't want to discuss it.
He's your only child, so I wondered how it went. Well, could you enlighten me?
Fang, are you sure that's all this is about?
Yes, obviously.
Please, Fang. There can't be any secrets between us. You must tell me everything.
Beryl, he asked me to come see him.
Oh? And did you?
You weren't here. I didn't know I was supposed to stop existing while you were away. We talked about me, my past. I'm sure he didn't mean anything by it.
You must not speak to him again. He is far too unpredictable. That's an order. Beryl. Damn it. I'm going up to see him.
No, he made me swear not to tell you.
You should have thought about that before you accepted his invitation.
Elle parlait à Bâle, non, c'est la part de Bâle. C'est une jaune sûre. Je pense que je prends moi. Après, est-ce que j'utilise un truc?
What's gonna happen to my vessels?
A message from Caius. Need you downstairs. Urgent issue. Bad timing. I'm going to have to choose. Help Caius or speak with Beryl.
Ah merde! Alors, prenez décision, prenez l'ascenseur jusqu'à l'étage 1 pour répondre à l'appel de... Ou parler dans les départements. Bah... Je pense que tu t'as un trophée peut-être. Alors attends, l'ascenseur. Bon, je vais aider mon pote, parce que je suis pas un salaud. Ah, pourquoi je peux pas? Étage 1. C'est ça, hein? C'est étage 1. Étage moins 1.
C'est l'autre. C'est sécurité.
Ouais. Je vais aider mon copain. Apparemment, c'est mon copain.
We're waiting for Mr. Lito's signal. Until then, if you have any questions, save them. Got it?
No problem.
Great.
Nature révélée vampire. Oui, c'est vampire.
This is the first time we've worked
Ouais, c'est
together.
vampire.
Everything we're doing here, it's a bad sign, isn't it?
C'est qui le vampire? C'est lui? Ouais, ça c'est un vampire, je crois.
I want. Oh, there you are. Follow me, please. We'll speak in private.
Vampire.
Et où son copain?
Un vampire. Lui, c'est lui. Et vampire, c'est que des vampires. Et. Inspecter. Inspecter. J'ai que 1 en érudition. Je suis tellement mauvais que je sais pas. Ah,
Je sais pas lire.
non, je sais pas lire.
I don't get the feeling our interrogations are getting anywhere. I think we should beat them a little before we
Petit.
question them. We're too easy on them.
No problem.
Attends, avant, moi je fouille. Moi. Lire. Ah,
You wanted to see me?
Happy to see you, Galen. We don't usually let anybody down here, but I can bend the rules for you.
To what do I owe this honor?
I need you. Something's come up. On the night of the attack, someone sent a message to an unauthorized recipient.
Is that a problem?
Could be a major one. Not a lot of people can do that, you know.
Who could have done that?
That's precisely the question I want you to answer. Caleb, I need your help. I get the feeling that it's all connected. It's too huge to be a coincidence.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Jara Drory.
What you're telling me is extremely serious. I hope you have proof.
If I did, do you think I'd be asking for your help? But I wouldn't accuse her unless I had serious doubts. Think it through carefully. For starters, she's one of the few who knows how the system works.
She'd be able to cover her tracks, wouldn't she?
Maybe. But maybe she made a mistake.
I don't know. Jara has most likely been destroyed by now.
Do you have any evidence supporting what you're suggesting? Anyways, nothing concrete. Just a hunch, if you want to call it that. In my place, under the current circumstances, I can't really go poking my nose in her business.
And I can.
Nobody will bother you. I'm not asking for much. Just take a look in Jara's room to see if you can find anything that ties her to any of this. And if you could do it quickly.
Why?
Because I'm about to erase a ton of data. It's the Code Red protocol. And since Jara vanished, the Prince wants her personal data to disappear along with her. That doesn't give us much time. You in?
I could maybe go and take a look around.
Great. I found a key to her
C'est pas bon?
room.
C'était rouge.
Take it.
Thanks.
It's our last chance to recover the data from Jara Drury's computer before everything disappears for good. Just insert this thumb drive and it will download everything I need. If she betrayed us, I'll know.
Fine. I'll go see what I can find.
Thanks. One last thing.
Uh-huh.
If you could keep this just between you and me,
Fine.
and don't come back to see me here. It's supposed to be sealed. It'll look suspicious. I'll send in an engineer after you. Give him the drive when you're done, but don't tell him anything. We have to keep this between us.
As you wish.
Je fous alors.
Mr. Bonjour, it's a pleasure to have you back here. If you ask me, there's not much more you'll be able to do.
C'est plaisant.
James, isn't it? Jason Moore's bodyguard.
Yes, Mr. Bazori.
Yeah.
I've got some questions for you.
I've already answered so many questions.
You weren't with Moore yesterday. You went against standing orders.
No, he sent me to his office.
Why?
I was supposed to pick up some files. He was being really weird, like he was stalling for time.
You were supposed to bring him here, weren't you?
Yeah, but he said he had to get some documents from his place, and then he sent me to his office. At the time, I didn't think too much of it, but looking back on it, he was really doing everything he could not to leave with us.
You should have been more attentive. What happened once you got to his office?
I had a hard time finding what he wanted. He wasn't very clear about where I'd be able to find some specific invoices.
You lost precious time. You weren't his hand-servant.
When I came back, the police had the whole place roped off, so I came straight here. And since then, I've done nothing but answer questions and wait.
Il est revenu aussi qui est parti?
Qui?
Non.
Moore was at the party. So were you.
Yeah, I don't like to talk about it.
I'm here to help you. And to help you, I need to know what happened. I need you.
Okay. When we got there, Moore was stressed out.
Why?
He was waiting for Mr. Underwood. He kept asking for him. He had invited him to the party, I guess. Moore was in a hurry to see him.
What about the attack?
It was fast and bloody. I'd never seen anything like it. Heavy caliber, surgical precision. It's a miracle we made it out of there.
I don't believe in miracles.
It was like they knew exactly where to shoot. Like they had specified targets.
You were nobody to them. At best, collateral damage.
How lucky. I don't know how anyone could have made it out of there. Those guys weren't amateurs.
We lost a number of people. We're still searching.
Good luck.
Do you know what's going to happen next?
I have no idea. Nobody's telling me anything. Do you know?
The prince will determine your fate when she has time.
I'm not a high priority, am I?
I wouldn't be in a hurry if I were you.
I could still be useful to the Camarilla. Please.
I'm not the one who needs to hear it. I must leave you.
I get the feeling I'll be staying here a long time.
C'est pas grave. Pas lui.
If there's another attack, I don't know how we'll survive.
Il y a personne.
understand why they're so well protected. Jeanne wanted to warn us about the Hartford Chantry's favorite rituals. She doesn't trust Danette Osborne.
Pour une fois, je peux regarder la technologie. Je sais pas si ça fait quelque chose, mais.
Looks like everything is in order.
Je rappelais toujours reçu. C'est ça. Alors, 4965.
We're going to wipe this server soon.
C'est vrai que c'est quelque chose, 4965. Ça. Je crois que je peux partir. Faut que j'aille chez. Par contre, j'ai plus de. Bon, ça va, j'ai ce qu'il faut. Alors, faut que j'aille. Un département. Donc, faut que j'aille. Quartier du conseil, je pense. Bureau du train. Département de Jara. Le département de Jara.
There's no point in insisting.
The prince didn't ask you for your opinion.
Hazel can't just ignore me and then call me in like this. Now get out of here
C'est
before
voilà.
I make your blood boil.
Mr. Siaka, you're
Pas
taking
là.
a big
Non.
risk,
Là, déjà.
Moi, je m'en fous, je fouille. Je fouille tout.
asshole.
Non? Ah, merde, elle est là.
C'est chez eux, hein.
Et alors? Je peux lui parler, monsieur.
Now she's sending you.
Mais il est mort, lui, non?
Is in trouble with the prince?
That's a question to ask Hazel. She's the one who doesn't know what she wants.
You seem unusually tense. Are you sure she's the problem?
Obviously, the whole situation is a nightmare. But Hazel's not helping. She's obviously overwhelmed, and I'm not the only one who thinks so. I don't know how you still put up with her.
You owe your place in the Primogen to her.
What, you think I don't know that? I've always done my best to keep her from screwing things up. But when she reached out to Hartford...
Hartford is a key part of her plan.
We can't count on Hartford. There are other chantries,
Il
other
est debout dans la
kindred who
chaîne.
could help us.
C'est beau? Merde.
After what happened last night,
Il y a un mec
I'm
qui
not
traverse
sure
la
you
chaîne.
realize just how deep the shit we are in goes.
And I suppose you have the solution?
Maybe. Not that I'm happy about it. There's interesting stuff going on in other places. Boston's not the center of the universe.
We don't know who can be trusted. This is no time to leave. If the prince has kept you in the dark, she must have had a good reason for it. Just look at what happened.
Open your eyes, Caleb! The Boston Camarilla is crumbling before our eyes! What are the odds we survive?
Hazel has things under control. We'll get through this.
I have a hard time believing that. We have to prepare for the worst.
This kind of talk is beneath you.
You know what it's like to feel called to be elsewhere.
That has nothing to do with this. Salem isn't elsewhere. You won't be any safer there.
It's just a starting point. We thaumaturgs will find a way to deal with it.
I see that you've planned for everything.
I've already lost too much time.
Oui.
You shouldn't waste your time either.
If you leave, Hazel will catch up with you.
What do you mean?
You know, she doesn't like people who have been disloyal, especially now.
Hazel doesn't need new enemies. She should be wary.
Be careful.
Goodbye, Caleb.
Je sais pas si j'ai... Ouais, j'ai peut-être fouillé avec lui. Pas grand chose.
Caius isn't the only one who's curious about Jara.
Jara, ouais. C'était, je m'en doutais. Mais je vais là. Il y a... Tu peux te mettre... Ça, ils sont tarés. Il y a juste une porte, tu vois.
I know you're there. Show yourself.
Un autre Macabre. Non, c'est...
What are you doing here? You'd disappear.
Il a été libéré, lui.
Slight setback, but it's been sorted out.
Là, je peux faire que 30%.
That doesn't tell me much.
That was the point. Let's just say that those who thought they could lock me up have come to regret their mistake. How long has it been since we last met?
I was hunting one of the clanless.
That's right. The young Lisa Blake. But I got there first.
She had crucial information that could have saved several of our informants.
Nothing but kind.
Precious assets.
Leaving her to you could have cost much more.
That's possible. There's no going back.
That's what
Là, il est revenu.
Ouais, là, il a revendu.
You don't hold it against me.
There's no point dwelling on the past.
Does that bother you? Would you rather talk about the future? From what I've gleaned, the situation is far from ideal. What with the SI breathing down your necks.
Aren't we well informed?
It's all anyone here is talking about. You've reached the brink, and you cower on the edge like so many kettles.
And I dare say you'd be going about things differently if you were in charge.
If I were you, there are a lot of things I'd do differently.
Oula. 0%. 0%.
Tell me what you're doing here.
You have no power over me. This court is pitiful. A bunch of children who can't see past their noses. A storm is coming, and you don't deserve to survive it.
Do you think you're so different? You won't make it out alive either.
What are you talking about?
You must find it too. As if your entire body was pulling towards it.
I thought the pulling was the lingering effects of the tremere.
It's not going to get any easier. The eldest among us end up departing. Personally, I'm not going anywhere until my job is done.
You can sleep easy. This time I am not here to interfere with your plans, nor with those of your prince. Farewell.
Count Dench. I never thought I'd see him again. If he was looking for something, Then maybe Caius was right. Jara Droy was hiding something from us.
Ah, je peux pas.
Jara always was old-fashioned. Whatever's in this box must be important.
Oh, la boîte. Il n'y a pas un indice, hein, parce que la boîte, je vais pas l'ouvrir. Tourner 2 fois à gauche, 3 fois à gauche. Ah. Alors, il est marqué 1 et 4 fois. 1 à gauche et 4 fois.
Ouais, mais c'est qu'un petit bout de papier, il manque beaucoup.
Je sais. Ils disent 1 à gauche. 1, 2, 3, 4. Et après, à droite, sûrement. J'ai rien d'autre, quoi.
Il y a peut-être autre chose.
Attends.
Jara has always been wary of new technology. Jara has always
Ah.
been wary of new technology.
Alors. Un à gauche, et après
Attends, on va voir l'autre papier.
Ah ben, il est là.
Tu peux pas le
Bah, si, mais.
le rattacher.
C'est ça? Le charbon. C'est ça? Ah, je sais plus.
Non.
Ben, il est où? C'est ça?
Non.
Ben, c'est pas ça non plus.
Non.
Alors, tu t'appuies dessus, hein, j'ai appuyé sur. Il dit schéma complet. Ah, schéma complet.
Il est arrivé, là.
Ah, voilà.
Alors.
Ah, est-ce qu'il faut appuyer d'abord?
Une fois à droite.
Non, une fois à gauche.
Une fois à gauche. 2 fois à droite. 3 fois à droite. Et 4 fois sur le petit bouton. Je crois. Hein.
Bah écoute, ça va nous le dire. Hein.
Mais bon, t'as déjà fait un truc.
On s'en fout, ça revient. Je pense que ça va rien. Tu vois? Alors. 1. 2. 2. 1. 2. 3. Bah ça marche.
Alors, une fois à droite.
Non, moi je pense que c'est peut-être comme ça. Je fais comme ça. 1, 2, 3, 4. Une fois à gauche. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Ça marche pas. Donc, il faut peut-être. On va essayer autre chose. Une fois à gauche. 1, 2, 3, 4. C'est pas bon.
Une fois à gauche, 2 fois à droite, une fois en haut.
Non, 4 fois.
Une fois. Merci.
Bah, je savais.
Non. T'as pas voulu.
Bah, joue toute seule. Au jeu de jouer au Monopoly.
Ah bah, excuse-moi. Les énigmes, c'est mon truc.
En gros, alors, il y a un bout de papier, mais je sais pas à quoi ça sert les rouleaux là.
Ça s'appelle des engrenages.
Pourquoi il y a des engrenages là-dedans?
Et ben, normalement, Tu vois ça?
C'est tout ce qu'il y a.
Et ça, c'est un truc compliqué à faire.
Ah ouais, parce que... Bon, là, je pense que j'ai...
Brancher le mouchard.
Oui, je vais le brancher. Moi, j'aime bien consulter avant. Il n'y a rien. Rien. Ah, je suis con, j'appuie pas. Bon, c'est mouche. Paf.
Ouais.
Alors, nous avons une gomme. Une clé USB là-bas à droite, d'ailleurs.
Un autre mouchard.
Bah, on dirait une clé USB à droite, non?
Ouais.
Parce qu'il m'a baisé la gueule. De toute façon, je peux rien faire, baiser la gueule, qu'est-ce que je fasse? Y a pas de combat, y a rien. Moi, je pensais que c'était un jeu de combat, hein. Bah, un jeu de combat. Vous avez compris. Un jeu. Il y a de la diablerie, y a pas de diablerie. Ouais, il est marqué la diablerie.
Bah, faut la prendre comme initiative. T'as récupéré ta clé USB?
Ouais.
Bah, tu peux te barrer. Peut-être.
Regarde-toi là. Toi, il est sans clair. Il n'y a pas les autres, mais il est sans clair, hein. Toi, la diablerie. La seconde acquisition, ok. Et le CAD, j'ai oublié de dire le CAD. Donc faut que je retourne voir Jean-Claude. Ah tiens. Qui es-tu? Il est revenu, je suis moi. Ouais, il faut que je fasse quoi? Ah, faut que je donne la clé à lui. Mais sans divulguer pourquoi.
Nobody's gone through that door except you. Mr. Leto asked me to wait until you were done. He also told me you'd have something for me.
Here it is. Give it to him, and him alone.
And
Tiens.
don't ask any questions, I guess.
Chourave arrive.
Chourave.
You may proceed.
Elle s'appelle Tokyo, je crois.
Tokyo.
Non, c'est...
Tokyo.
C'est Tara, je crois.
Topinambo. Topito. Tapita. Oh, Taratoutoui.
De tout, je sais même pas s'il faut vérifier, non, j'ai vu.
Sorry, Mr. Bazori.
Taraboutouille. Tu veux un petit câlin?
What's going on here?
Mr. Leto's orders. We've got to clean up.
Mais du coup, je vais où, moi?
Bah, j'aurais bien dit quelque part.
Ah, allez répondre à la convocation du prince. Faut que j'aille voir le prince Inou.
C'est une meuf, ton prince.
Et alors?
Ça ressemble à une meuf.
Mais c'est une meuf, mais c'est le prince.
Bah, c'est une princesse, quoi.
Non, ça se dit pas. Non, bien.
Ah, je sais pas mettre du
Bah, je suis bien un truc du prince, là.
Peut-être pas.
Ah, c'est là. Quel con. C'est quoi, toi? C'est une goule ou un bien? Une goule. Tu peux la voir. Bah, allons-y. De toute façon, ça va me dire... J'ai fait pas mal de choses, là. Lui, il est costaud, lui, là-bas. Ça m'en trouve. C'est un peu son garde du corps. Tu pourrais prendre sa place, c'est une 11e.
My prince.
Bah, il ressemble plus à un prince que elle. Il fait plus beau prince que elle.
Ouais.
Non. Il a plus de gueule que elle.
Dench, he's still here?
He left. He didn't seem to appreciate the fact that I found him here.
It was a mistake to let him leave. The last thing we need is a psychopath poking around in our affairs. Especially now. Delson, send someone to make sure Dench is gone. With discretion.
Consider it done.
Do you have any idea what he was doing?
I'm sorry. He wasn't very cooperative.
You've changed, Caleb. I expected better from you.
I can make it up to you.
Yes, you will, but not with Dench. He's no longer your concern.
How may I be of service to you?
Elle est pas contente de toi. Hein.
One thing at a time.
On s'en fout, ouais. Déjà, je sais pas, j'ai découvert qu'il était là.
The money is
Ah,
gone.
elle s'en fout, elle veut que tu fasses mieux.
Ouais, fais chier, c'est pas la bonne bouffée.
That's impossible.
Only Jason Moore could have transferred the money. The
Maintenant, je peux pas.
situation is dire.
Pourquoi tu peux pas?
Et voilà, c'est des trucs d'enquête, donc... Je pense pas que c'est un truc d'enquête. L'autre, tu balanais dans le premier, tu balanais dans les villes, tu bouffais des humains.
Ça, c'est plus rigolo. Hein.
Sur PC. Hein. Je sais pas, ils ont voulu faire un jeu d'enquête, c'est dommage.
Bah, les vampires, ils enquêtent hein, de base.
Ouais, voilà, c'est un jeu d'enquête, quoi.
Ils font pas... Ils font pas que des humains. Hein.
Do you have a better idea?
Someone here.
If there's a traitor among
Ah non,
us,
puis en plus, faut que tu sois dans un endroit, c'est sûr. Personne ne te voit, sinon on peut pas.
I'll take care of the traitor, personally.
Tu peux le tuer. Hein.
Failure is a luxury we will soon be unable to afford. If you have nothing more to say, we can move on to the reason I sent for you.
What did you think of Richard Dunham's funnel?
Money that should be going to me seems to go missing whenever he touches it. Richard is far too important to me. I can't afford to upset him now. But if his research doesn't pay off soon, I won't hesitate to show him my disappointment.
Did you read Joy's file?
I wish I'd never seen it.
There's too much I despise in it.
She never mentioned she was monitoring the Primogen's finances. Or this, Catapotis. What on earth is it?
I've got no idea.
It doesn't add up. It seemed important to her.
But she's not here to shed any light on it. I'm listening.
I've asked for your presence here because I have a new mission for you.
Ça y est, t'as fini de te laver, ma bébé. Oh, mon petit bébé de bleu. Arrête de te gratter, là.
Disappear without leaving a trace after what they did yesterday.
Where are they hiding?
Long Island.
Ah là, par contre, 100%, je connais bien l'émission. Succès.
Yes, of course. An abandoned facility just off the coast. An old fort. It's the ideal place for a secret base.
And certainly much more.
Ça aurait pu te dire pour la bouffer, quoi.
Non. Mais il y a son garde du corps.
Bah ouais, je croyais qu'il
They have
avait pareil.
abundant resources, and we're short on
Ah,
ours.
mais c'est un frère à toi.
Doesn't matter. We'll
Pourquoi
find
c'est
the
un
people
frère à moi?
responsible for
Parce
the
qu'il te
situation
ressemble.
later.
Ah bon?
Our most pressing issue is
Non, mais
preventing them from
il a fait
striking us
l'ambition
again.
comme
Bah,
ça.
tous, hein.
Non,
You're going to go
Si.
there
non.
and kill their leader.
J'ai pas lu.
Sending me there. That seems to be a rather bold
Et
choice.
qu'est-ce que tu fais? Pourquoi tu me la serres comme ça?
Elle a pas de dents, elle.
Infiltration isn't really my specialty.
Qui?
Non. Regarde, quand elle parle, elle a pas de dents.
Tu vois?
Laisse-moi pour voir que là-dedans, il n'y a pas de dents.
And Nelson knows
Elle
how
se
to
les...
Oh,
Elle les scie.
Toutes?
They evacuated the bodies from the site of the party, which is how we were able to pick up their trail.
There's a small, nondescript warehouse at Jeffrey's Point.
Lui, il les
As
a
far
pas
as
sciés,
we
par
can
contre.
tell, their transfers from Boston to Long Island are made by
Sur le
boat.
temps en trou, mais.
To avoid drawing
Et lui, c'est
attention to
quoi?
themselves,
En trou, je
they've
pense.
chosen
Et
to
l'autre?
employ
Bah,
only
en
a
trou.
small
Ah, tu vois,
craft.
je t'ai dit qu'ils
There
étaient
are
pas...
bodies packed in the warehouse waiting to be shipped over.
C'est un peu les chevaliers. donc.
You want me to disguise myself as a body to be evacuated?
Exactly. All you have to do is stop simulating your vital functions for a few hours.
It's risky.
Tu gagnes casse, non, mais elle veut pas.
But it's now or never. We might never get another opportunity. We have to try.
The last transfer is probably going to take place tonight.
Bah oui.
After
C'est
that,
drôle.
there's no way of knowing when we'll get another chance.
I need to know the details.
Let us worry about getting you into the warehouse. We've made all operations. You won't have to worry about a thing until you get to Long Island.
We know where they are. Why go through their warehouse?
Charging into Long Island blind would be far too risky.
And with a traitor in our midst, I'd rather keep this to a small circle of trusted people, to avoid any other unpleasant surprises.
And after that?
Once you're on the island, you'll be in uncharted territory. You'll be on your own.
Who is my target?
Walter Stanford.
He's the head of the Boston Task Force. He's part of what they call the Society of Leopold.
Someone else will take his place.
No need for you to worry about that for the time being. Your mission is to eliminate Stanford, and that's all.
Faut éliminer Stanford. C'est pas trop bas?
J'en sais rien.
What do we know about this Stanford?
Not much.
On sait peu sur lui.
They're very careful. He was
Ah, c'est un... purée. Le problème, c'est que Stanford, faut le tuer, mais il a la vraie foi. Le Vatican, c'est la vraie foi. Hein. Et lui, tac. Je sais pas s'ils vont en parler, mais la vraie foi, ça va faire mal. Hein.
What's the Vatican getting out of all this?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Je rappelle que le Vatican, c'est basé où?
Ben, en Italie.
À Rome. Le Vatican, Rome, bon, il y a des vampires, mais...
Oh, il faut pas trop les mains.
Bah, ça pue la vraie foi là-dedans.
I don't wish to be the bearer of ill tidings, but what if I...
Bah, les vampires, ils peuvent l'avoir, hein, mais je suis pas sûr que le manteau, ils les ont.
Galen, you won't fail. You're our only hope. We place all our trust in you to complete this essential mission.
There's no room for error, Missouri.
Aren't you worried someone will tip off the SI? There's still a traitor among us.
The traitor's my department. You need to strike quickly, and don't let anyone know of your plans. We can't take the slightest risk.
All right. I've heard enough.
Vas-y, ça ira, j'en ai assez. Je disais au prince. Mon patron.
Very well. My prince.
My prince. Alors, j'ai fait des échecs ou pas? Non. J'aurais pu décider de confronter votre enfant barré à propos de... Ah oui, c'est que j'ai plutôt aidé le Malcab. J'aurais pu confronter mon enfant. Tu sais, il y avait deux choix. Je crois que quand tu finis le jeu, tu peux choisir des chapitres et revenir. J'ai pas eu d'échecs. Que l'autre, j'en ai eu plein. Bon, on va continuer. 175 points d'expérience. Alors, elle a 165. Je peux faire de la célérité. Je permets... Alors, attends, parce que j'ai présence 2 et aspect 2. Permet de, dans certaines occasions, de ralentir l'environnement autour du personnage en vision cérité. Aucun coup de point de sang. Bien. Les interactions cérité comme pickpocket sont disponibles dans cet état. Les coups de fin dépendent de votre seconde de cérité. Allez, j'en prends. Si j'en prends 2, c'est 180 après. Je vais en prendre un. Ah, mais d'accord, je peux aller là, là. Là, c'est... Là, attends. Fulgurance génère... Ah d'accord, cérité, ça me donne 1 point de sang. Ça me coûte 1 point de sang de moins. Et ça, si je y arrive... J'arrive... Ah, ça y est. Option cérité, déposée en dialogue. Les coups de fin dépendent de votre score. Attends, parce que je pense qu'il faut... Je prendrais bien un point de social. Et je prends un point de social. Et après je peux encore monter. Pas du tout. Je mentale ou pas? La capacité de formuler des... Juste à partir de plusieurs indices normalement. Déjà. Ok. Je vais prendre un point de réciproque et je peux pas, j'ai pas assez de toute façon après. Bon, ah, quoique. L'éducation, c'est fait. Je crois que l'autre après il a pas beaucoup de points de différence, je vais bien noter.
Yes. Any news? Nothing since Richard's report. My city is in danger. Everything I've built, all the dreams I've invested. That Judas is a threat to everything.
Not for long. You'll bounce back.
Yes. But you're not making it easy for me. Kurt Dench. Caleb just told me he saw him skulking about the premises.
Who?
The Nosferatu you freed last night. He's a former spy, British, an ancient foe. Your incompetence has once again muddied our waters. As if annihilating the Chantry wasn't already enough.
I know. I'm sorry.
Your excuses hold little value. They won't bring Deneb Osborne back. How could you have been so careless? Freeing Dench from his cell just like that, without giving it a second thought.
I didn't know who that guy was. I had no way of knowing that.
When the outcome is uncertain, do nothing. That's enough brooding. That's not why I brought you here. I have a new favor to ask of you.
What a surprise.
About what I told you earlier concerning Delson and Long Island. I've got a plan.
Oh, I know that look. Hazel.
This is the best moment to strike.
That sounds like the definition of rushing into things.
Yes, but we have no choice. Delson?
We need to blind them from the inside. They know too much about it. We have to change that. That means when they hit them with a surprise attack within their compound.
I wish that person luck.
It's you.
That's way out of my league.
Hazel's not asking for your opinion. You're in no position to negotiate, not after the Hartford fiasco. You should be grateful you're getting a second chance to prove your worth.
It's your chance to prove to the court once and for all that you deserve a place on the council, MM. After this, you'll be untouchable.
I sure hope so. All right? How do I get on this island? By boat?
I doubt it. Coastline's under surveillance.
So I swim across. All right? What then?
Kaya's wrote a program that can help us. If you can upload it into their system, it'll corrupt all the data they've got in their database. Their systems, the archives, it'll all be lost.
Allowing us to cover our tracks.
It's our best shot at making it through this. You'll just have to insert it into a computer that's on their network. That's absolutely essential. Any questions?
Your plan sounds pretty old school. There's no way to do that remotely?
We've tried, but Leto's agents weren't able to breach their security. Their network's too highly protected. That's why we need you.
I see. Am I allowed to take a partner? I'd feel a lot better about this if I had someone covering my back.
I understand, but that's not possible. We're already taking a risk by sending a person in to infiltrate their hideout.
Got it. So, let me get this straight. You want me to infiltrate the enemy base alone? The same enemies who just slaughtered half the camp.
Quit whining. You can have help.
Oh, really?
Your task will not be easy. You'll need a diversion while you sabotage their system. A raid near their base, for example.
That could work. Who will you send?
I refuse to sacrifice any more of our people. So we might as well send in the riffraff. The anarchs could do the job.
Come again.
You heard me. I want you to go see them and convince them to go with you to Long Island.
You're trying to thin their herd.
I'm balancing the scales, that's all.
They can't stand us. They'll never agree to fight for us. Let alone on their own without us.
They don't have to know they'll be alone. Lead them to believe our forces will join up with them. The SI is a threat to the entire city. They're just as concerned as we are.
Send someone else to negotiate. A real emissary.
No one else knows the anarchs as well as you do. They go to your clubs, don't they? They know who you are. They know they can trust you.
I barely know them. I see a couple of them once in a while, but that's it. We're not exactly friends.
You're still in the best position to negotiate with them.
Yeah. I'm not comfortable with the idea of sending them to be slaughtered. It's despicable.
It's just politics. And it's probably your only chance to come back in one piece.
What if I refuse?
I won't let you. Your
conscience
is of no concern to me. The only thing that matters is our survival. And too bad if it keeps you up at night.
The true face of the Camarilla. Right then. Let's say I agree.
You don't have a choice, but I'll humor you.
How am I supposed to go about it? I can't just go chasing down every anarch I know to ask for their help.
There's only one anarch that counts. Their Baron.
Randall Thane?
That's right. He's in charge of the various anarch gangs in the region. I don't know where he is right now. You'll need to use your network.
I've got an idea of who I can ask. What can I use as leverage if they try to negotiate?
Money, favors. Offer them whatever seems useful.
All right.
One more thing. Don't tell anyone about your task. Not even your sire. I don't want the council poking their noses into this. That will be all. I'm counting on you, MM. Be careful, and good luck.
I'm gonna need it.
On peut aller à la cour. Et rendez-vous chez les anarches.
Sorry, Miss Lewis. The prince is holding an audience.
There you are.
Tiens.
I'm sorry I wasn't here to meet you when you got back. I was busy.
Ouf là.
Everyone's got their priorities, I guess. It's not like I've been waiting for hours.
Oh, please. You're always asking for more space. You're going to complain about me giving you space now?
I'm sorry I hoped for a little bit of support from you.
You haven't asked for any since you threw me out of your life.
Excuse me? What are you talking about? We never
broke up. It's been 30 years, MM.
What? I don't remember.
Come on. I get the feeling we need to clear up a few things.
Yeah.
Come on. Tell me what's going on.
The Warlocks. I knew their library would leave a mark. They fucked with my head.
So, if I understand right, you have no memory of our breakup.
No. None whatsoever. I don't understand how it's even possible.
The Tremere.
Yeah, the Tremere. There's no doubt about it. But how? And why? If only I could have spoken to them.
There's a reason the Warlocks have a bad reputation.
And you said it's been 30 years?
More or less.
That seems like forever. And then again, the blink of an eye for us.
Believe me, it's been a long 30 years.
When I was there, with the Tremere, I saw things, glimpses of the past. It was like I was reliving certain episodes of my past.
What exactly did you see?
C'est le moment qu'il doit te carrer, de faire ça, parce que moi je peux pas. Ça bouffe le truc.
I saw my attack with the knights. I need to know. What happened after that? Did they pay for what they did to me?
It's a long story, Mem. And it's not really a happy one.
Ah, t'aimes bien, mais
All the more reason. I want to know what happened. It's my memory, not some game.
Exactly. I don't want to see you suffer again. I won't allow it.
But it's not your choice. It's not you we're talking about. It's me. I can't just sit here not knowing.
I won't tell you a thing.
Hilda, please.
I said no. There's no point
Bah
in
si tu
insisting.
manges, va le manger.
Whatever you want. That's all.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I can't imagine how
j'ai gagné un truc,
upsetting
une
it
maison.
must have been.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Elle
for
rôde,
sharing
c'est
it
bien,
with
je crois.
me.
Ouais, elle rôde un peu.
I'm sorry, I've gotta go.
Mais,
I need to take some time
arrête,
to process all of this. The prince is sending me out on another task.
Non mais tu vas te faire mal.
What kind of task?
I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it. Hazel made that exceedingly clear. If she thinks things are better like that, I believe her.
For God's sake, Amem, I'm your sire. You should trust me, not that snake in the grass.
Personally, I've never had anything bad to say about Hazel.
Unlike me. Is that it? You'd be singing a different tune if you knew what I know.
If I knew what?
Nothing. You wouldn't believe me anyways.
Fine. I'll just make your life miserable until you spill the beans.
Seriously?
You know how stubborn I can be when I want something.
Hazel's a smart woman. She knows what she needs to do to get what she wants. And she wants you.
That's going too far.
You think it's an honor, but you should really be worried. Hazel never does anything she's not sure she'll benefit from, which means she's got ways to make you bend to her will. She's careful to hide her secrets from you, safe behind her herald. Tonight could be your last chance to discover them. Very well, let's move on. You're right. You should go get some rest, and do think over what we've discussed. Promise me you'll be careful.
I'll try.
alors, il parlait un grand rendez-vous chez Lana de Boston. Continuez à explorer les lieux avant de partir. Prenez l'ascenseur du bureau. Prenez l'ascenseur du bureau d'April. Bureau d'April. Pour
Qu'est-ce que tu fais, hein?
faut que j'y aille. Bureau d'April.
Je t'ai appris.
Tu vois après toi?
Richard, Ben, et je sais pas. Ah, c'est pas par là. Par là, peut-être. Non plus.
La merde alors.
Prenez l'ascenseur du bureau d'April pour aller dans les appartements du prince.
Faut que j'aille au bureau d'April. Je connais même pas moi son bureau. Hein.
Mais il n'y a pas de bureau.
Si, ils disent prenez
Non.
l'ascenseur du bureau.
Prenez l'ascenseur.
Du bureau.
Ah, mais il y a des noms par là. À gauche, il y a des noms. April.
Voilà, tu vois.
Oui, c'est là.
I'd better hurry. If Zeus had chosen flower to reign over
À gauche.
Pour fouiller.
Là, c'est la même chose que le bureau.
Ouais, je sais pas. Tu vois? C'est bien. On sait jamais, hein, déjà. C'est ici. Faut refouiller.
Et c'est par là que tu dois aller.
Faut fouiller l'appartement du prince.
Tu veux me gratter, s'il te plaît?
Non. Ah merde, appartement du prince, ça me fait quitter un truc. C'est la quête principale, c'est au-dessus.
A direct route to the prince's apartments. April plays the guard dog.
Je peux?
The swan's nest. I hope it's worth it.
Oui, peut-être un croix.
Des notes de musique.
C'est ce qu'elle joue. Ouais, c'est plutôt. Ouais, c'est vrai que je dis pas la musique.
Non, je ne connais pas l'air. Et alors?
J'utilise 2 points de sang pour ça. Hein.
Ouais, ça fait quoi? Parce qu'il y a personne.
Si, regarde, elle est là, je vois ce qu'elle fait.
C'est tout.
Maintenant, c'est le coup 0, je peux le refaire.
Didn't know Hazel was into music.
Tu fais mal.
Alors, elle est entourée des. Elle est entourée du B, F, D, tout ça. Ah, je suis coincé. On court un petit peu. On est en marche. Je crois qu'il y a un truc. Voilà. La quête, c'est fouiller l'appartement du prince. C'est juste ça. Ah, t'es balèze, toi, hein? Allez, pousse-toi.
There are marks on the wall.
Ah. Ah, je peux pas passer là, je peux pas. Ah. J'ai que 2 sur 3. Ah bon? Ah, les bâtards, il faut 3. J'ai pas voulu le faire. À moins qu'en appuyant sur Jean-Claude.
I've always found swans very moving. They're beautiful, but full of melancholy.
Mais regarde!
It's a nice symbol.
Déduction. En plus, t'as 2.
Oui, parce que j'ai augmenté. Il manque quelque chose.
Voilà.
I get the feeling something's missing.
Faut que tu trouves quelque chose.
Bah, il y a un trou.
Bah, faut que tu trouves le truc. Ah, c'est pas derrière.
Ah, on sait jamais ici.
C'est derrière le bouquin.
Non, mais c'est derrière. Ah, bah, quoique. Ah, tiens, toi. Il faut une clé. Mine de rien. Bah, je peux rien faire. J'ai pas de clé. Bon, bah, je viens d'où? Voilà.
Bah oui.
Bon, là, ah, il y a quand même un escalier. Pourquoi il y a un escalier là?
Bah parce qu'il y a un...
Parce qu'il faut appuyer
pour la
là-bas.
clé.
Merde!
Miley?
Qu'est-ce que ça fout là? Elle se fait bouffer la gueule.
C'est qui elle?
Hazel had another child before Miley?
C'est elle?
Bah, Miley, je crois que je jouais le truc sur elle.
Seeing as how it ended, I'm not really surprised.
Bon, j'attends qu'elle arrête de parler. On va lui parler, hein, écoute.
Attends.
Je sais pas, si. On va lui parler, t'inquiète pas.
I understand better
Fouille.
Non, je lui parle.
Il y a des bouquins.
J'attends, je peux rien faire tant que la conversation n'est pas finie.
Ok. Il y a des bouquins et un truc là. Un truc à prendre. Sur les
Je ne prends rien. Comme genre, c'est signe. Bah voilà, j'ai le signe, mes machins. Alors là, il n'y a que derrière, elle se maquille, hein, sans doute.
Bah oui, parce qu'elle est moche. Elle met des bandelettes.
Pour un Théodore. Non, l'autre.
And then?
Bon, tu te poules.
That you? Yeah. What are you doing here?
Merde. Il faut... Alors, attends. Détourner de... Comment elle l'appelle? Ouais, alors ça, par contre, je vais peut-être mettre 4 points. Pour avoir un succès. Mange pas le plastique derrière la télé!
It's not important. How are you doing?
Bouffe le plastique.
I heard you almost didn't like it.
Qu'est-ce que tu
It
fais?
was that serious.
On mange pas ça, hein?
They destroyed
Alors, enfant solidaire.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
hard time.
Oh, tu m'étonnes que tu m'en as parlé il y a quelques temps.
Hey, it's okay. The bastards. Who the hell did this to you?
Incendiary bullet.
Tu peux... Par contre, t'es devant la télé.
Seconds. My skin peeled off. My eye melted.
Okay.
Je te vois, hein?
I get it. You're gonna be alright. You hear? You're a fighter.
Amen. I won't tell Hazel.
Elle dit rien. Bon, elle dit rien.
You have to.
Ouais, je vais partir.
C'est ta copine, elle. Miller.
It'll only take me a sec.
C'est pas celle qui était en bas à un moment donné que tu lui parles et tout?
Non, pas elle. En tout cas, j'ai bien fait de négocier. Du coup, elle va rien dire. Bon.
Bah, le signe, il va aussi, hein.
Poser le signe de guerre. Ouh!
Ça ouvre un truc.
J'ai pris une clé. Bon, au spectre, de toute façon, je peux rien faire. Oui, mais j'en fous, ça me fait pas le bon truc. La clé! Ah, mais c'est...
Ah, il y a un ordre. Alors, l'ordre, si tu te rappelles, il est là où il est, où il y a les notes de musique.
Oui, c'est... Je retourne.
Ah, c'est pas là.
Merde, c'est pas là. C'est pas là.
Non, c'est à gauche.
C'est A, B, D, je crois.
Non.
Si, c'est A.
Non, c'est B, F, D, A, C.
B, F, D, A, C. B, F, D, A, C. B, F, D, A, C. B, F, D, A, C. B, F, D, A, C. B, F, D, A, C. Non! B, F, D, A, C. Putain. Oh, non. Putain. Je veux faire le F et ça me met... C'est bon?
Oui.
D. Mais non! Je vais passer vite, je vais trop vite.
Oui, bah arrête d'aller si vite.
Parce que pour moi, quand je fais B, je mets 4, je mets 3, ça me fait là. Mon Dieu. Et c'est quoi qui a bougé?
Quelque chose a bougé.
Et où?
À ton avis.
Inspecter.
Hazel
Joli
said
celui-là.
there was an accident.
Ah, mais toi, j'ai bien fouillé les appartements parce que j'ai pas eu le mot.
If Alicia were to find out,
Je n'oublie pas. À toi.
that explains why Hazel's holding off on Fang's embrace. Underwood. What a creep. Azori is a loyal dog, and Hazel's got him on a short leash.
Bazori est un chien fou.
So Hazel has her eye on my clubs. Ugh, politics. Always politics. What's her
Hazel,
thing?
bah Hazel c'est l'ancien prince.
Is this how
Je
she
rappelle.
thanks her allies?
De toute façon c'est marqué, elle parle de Boston.
Prince de Boston.
Bon allez, non.
On peut pas refermer.
Si, mais là on peut pas refermer. Là en gros, elle arrive, elle sait qu'il y a un truc, c'est tout ouvert. Mais, ni vu ni connu. Alors, partez. Ah, partez, je vais parler. Bon voilà, pour ça sert à rien. Je pensais que ça allait ouvrir un truc.
Si, bah, il y
Ah,
avait un autre truc.
Peut-être parce que... Oui, mais je vais pas assez.
Et bah oui, mais c'est peut-être
À moins que c'est ça. Hein. C'est où l'édition maintenant? Je pas lu. Relève les interactions des premières missions. Celle-ci, mission, ok. Relève l'aura d'une cible, donnant des informations. Nature. Si l'adversaire s'apprête à concentrer sa compétence.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Non, rien, j'ai rien.
Pas toi, elle t'entend pas.
Bon, mais elle pleure tout le temps.
I should go. It's gonna be a long.
De toute façon, elle saura pas que c'est toi. Elle va croire que c'est l'autre.
Mais non, c'est un jeu vidéo, donc c'est tout est fermé. On va pas le voir.
Non, mais elle va croire que c'est celle.
Pas d'échec, mais vous aurez pu découvrir que Barrel Wood et la goule de Galen fait une merde. Ben, on va savoir où. Il a pu découvrir un secret de votre sire Hilda. Ouais, mais. Faut tout refouiller, quoi. Moi, j'étais directement en haut. Faut tout refouiller, en fait.
Bah oui.
Mais j'ai 20% ou 20 points, je sais pas. Au prochain coup d'expérience. Moins 20 au prochain coup d'expérience. De l'attribut social. Faut pas que j'oublie.
Tu as vidé ton sac, quoi.
Et chance de succès en cas d'égalité de personnalité.
T'as plus 10.
Dans le prochain. Ou je sais pas. Bon, j'ai que 90 points d'expérience. Alors j'ai que 70 parce que je me suis chié dans l'école. Mais je pouvais technologie tout ça. Ça fait quoi ça? Permet de stimuler des objets aux yeux des passants, d'altérer les équipements électroniques. Ils se détectent, hein?
Ils ne se détecteront plus sous le masque de discrétion.
Bon, Specs, ça suit. Les interactions.
Bah oui, c'est le Specs.
De prémonition,
c'est la même chose que l'autre.
Vision, les potentiels futurs des personnages. Et domination, c'est mal ça. En fait, domination, ça me permet juste
d'enlever un point
de son.
Ou en bas.
Ça me coûte 60, ça me coûte tout. Hein.
Et occultation?
Ça me coûte que 45. Et lui? Soit je prends, ouais, peut-être. Ouais. Ah, j'ai que niveau 1. Allez. Occultation, ça me permet d'avoir un. Soit je prends physique. Physique, ça me fait juste 40% de chance, 6 sur 30. Quand en cas d'égalité, en fait.
Mais t'as pas assez de points.
Si, bah si, je peux prendre un. Je peux prendre un point. Ou soit je. Non, ça je peux pas. Soit un peu de. Ah non, je peux pas.
C'est 30 points.
C'est 30 points. Ah, ça coûte 10. Je peux faire. Ça coûte combien? 15. Attends, regarde, je peux faire ça. Et ça.
Bah, c'est pas mal.
Pas mal ça, t'as vu? Du coup, physique, je deviens plus costaud.
T'as mangé un cheval.
J'ai mangé des gagné 16%. Et là, bah, là, je peux résoudre des. Avec aisance. Donc, ouais, ça sur ça. Bon, Ouais, bref. On va faire ça. Je vais augmenter de 3 trucs. Quand même, 3 trucs quand même.
Viens vite, mon petit bébé nous.
Par contre, elle, c'était la galère. Hein, parce que... la cave, c'est la galère. Hein.
Elle veut pas venir.
La division, dès que t'as vision, tu prends 3 points de sang dans la gueule.
Oh, petit bébé.
Je crois que j'allais bouffer quelqu'un dans le quête que j'ai fait. J'étais à 12. J'étais au maximum. Faut pas faire.
T'avais faim?
Ah bah oui, mais à chaque fois que tu avances dans une pièce, tu prends 3 points dans la gueule.
Ah ouais?
Ah ouais, elle est un peu...
C'est qui?
Le Malcave.
Celui qui est tout défiguré là?
Non, la Malcave.
C'est qui la Malcave?
Malcavien?
C'est laquelle?
Bah tu la vois.
C'est elle?
Bah oui. Ah. Tu joues 3 personnages.
Pourtant... Ça va...
Non, c'est compliqué. On fait l'enquête, puis après on arrête. Bon, ils disent c'est quoi ça? Orangeonné et cocotte. C'est les... Oh, ça, du coup, j'utilise pas beaucoup, donc c'est bien. Ouvrir.
Supprimer une photo.
Ah bon?
Ah, tu te vois dans le miroir.
Ah oui, donc ils se voient dans le miroir. Sauf les Lassandres. Hein.
Ouais.
C'est leur défaut. Leur défaut à eux, c'est qu'ils sont pétés du boulot. Je te rappelle. Attends, je massacre la porte.
Richard always liked masks.
On sait jamais, des fois ça va venir un bonus de machin.
Richard a toujours aimé les masques.
Ah ouais, elle a fait la thérapie. Parce que les vampires font des thérapies. Ouvrir. Ah. Attends, 90, 78. J'ai pris 99. Et 2004. C'est... Voilà, c'est comment?
Il y a un autre à ouvrir.
Oui, mais je voudrais bien fermer le mien.
Ah, il y avait rien?
Si. Ou un vieux PC.
Ouais.
Je le sais en plus. Examiner.
Consulter.
Ah, je crois que c'est... Ah. Ça va.
Richard a protégé. Il y avait un autre truc à faire. À gauche.
Attends, j'observe.
Richard often asked me.
Il y a un os fait à côté. Ouais. Non, il n'y a rien.
Il y a rien?
Non.
Il y avait des tiroirs.
Oh, mais tiroir, ça veut pas dire qu'il y a quelque chose, hein.
Ah bah oui, mais bon.
Tu peux pas les ouvrir, hein. Tu peux voir le PC, c'est tout. Non, il peut rien. C'était juste parler à la machine. T'as fait ce qu'il y avait peut-être fait. Hein. C'est un enfant, je te rappelle. Hein.
What are you looking at?
Qui est vampirisé.
It's scary. Come now. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're not going to be afraid of a couple paintings.
Les confrontations que j'ai tout perdu avec elle.
But... Yes, I know. It's Richard. He was angry, but he wasn't angry with you. You know...
I don't think he is. He doesn't like me following you around.
Yes, but it's because he worries you'll get hurt. Pumpkin, there are much more serious things going on right now.
Those people who put us into boxes.
Yes, them. But don't be scared. Mommy's here.
I know.
You know.
I won't let anyone hurt you. Ever.
Bon.
There you are.
Ah, lui, il a une sale tête, j'ai envie de bouffer, lui. J'ai un mal câble, je peux bouffer, j'ai le droit.
Prince hasn't given me a moment's rest since I returned.
C'est pas c'est un vampire.
Oui.
C'est celui qui est sur les photos, Richard. Elle a peur de Richard, là.
Non, elle le manque. Non, elle aime bien. Il est en colère après, elle a dit.
Are you still angry that Hazel let me out? Don't you think there are more pressing issues here?
That's enough. I'm not venting frustration. Can't you see that?
J'ai rien dit, moi.
Mais
non, il est 6h46.
With my professional concerns.
I appreciate you worrying, but
Yes, I'm troubled by the faith that you place in Hazel, and I have good reason to be. She didn't follow your treatment protocol. Usually, I give you your treatment when you awaken. You'll become more and more overwhelmed by your visions and your hallucinations. All this because she's afraid. Hazel has become dependent on you.
With what I saw on our doorstep, I don't find it surprising to be afraid. What, with everything they've learned about us? And what they just did?
Our prince fears losing her throne more than her head, believe me. She needs your premonitions to help her anticipate the future, to try to influence the course of events.
Wait a second. I don't see how my visions can help her.
Nor do I. Our visions are nothing more than possible metaphorical futures. And...
Excuse me?
Pardon me. Dropping the professional talk is the only safe thing that could possibly happen.
But then why are they so important to her if nothing is certain?
Perhaps she wants to see if it's still possible to change the course of events.
But never very specific. And I hardly remember them. Why is that?
All I know is that she's kept me distanced from you a few times to seek your help. Often you didn't have any precise memory of what transpired, or only partially remembered it.
Is she manipulating my memory?
It would be the best way for her to keep your visions for herself, but I can't be sure of it. Here's a dose of your treatment. Take it immediately.
This will rid me of my premonitions. Is that it?
I don't have time to break this to you gently. I have to go straight to the point.
What are you talking about?
Leisha, Halsey isn't real.
What?
It's not true, is it?
You're the only one who sees her.
No.
Our family has a gift for seeing things.
Je me doutais qu'elle n'existait pas.
Is my...
In your mind, it's always difficult to pull you away from her. That's why I try to treat you as soon as you awaken, to keep Halsey from reappearing.
He's lying, Mom! He hates me!
You're either lying or you're wrong. I don't know which, but it's not true.
Leisha.
But Hazel sees her.
When your hallucinations increase, your premonitions do too. They become more specific and more reliable. And that's what the prince wants. But you grow increasingly catatonic. Halsey starts to take over.
No! I don't want you.
C'est pas faux, elle prend plus de place.
Enough! Shut up, both of you.
It's just you and me, Leisha.
Oh, no.
He's a liar. It's not true.
I regret having to inflict this terrible shock on you, each and every time.
À chaque fois.
Leisha, the prince wants to see you immediately.
Yes, of course. Just a minute.
I'm not supposed to be here. I should have left for the Red Salon already.
Why? No, you can't just leave like that. I have too many questions.
Hazel doesn't like to wait.
We'll have time. Go now. Obey the prince, Leisha. Stay where it's safe, and above all, drink.
There. I'm coming.
Ah, son pantalon est bugué.
On voit ça, au moins, le jeu est bien fini. Hein. Tu vois, c'est minimal, top, c'est ça. Alors, comme ça marche déjà, c'est bizarre. Hein. Mais caca.
Prince sees me. See, Mom? Richard's a liar.
Maintenant, il joue avec elle, je suis sûr.
Quit pretending.
Come now, Leisha. What's wrong?
You've been pretending to see Halsey since the very beginning. Why did you lie to me?
Lie to you? I didn't lie to you. Halsey is part of you, and I accept you just the way you are. That's all.
Je peux pas, le prince, bah je peux pas. Hein. Ouais, le prince. 0%. Ça fait, je peux faire petit. Elle est trop fort, pour ça. 0%. 44% si je... Un prince est au-dessus de ça. Ah, je tente.
Allez.
Tente. Échec. Oh bah saloperie, va. Enfoiré. Il a utilisé aussi son... Vous savez. Du coup... Ah, me domine la salope. Mais je peux pas... J'ai placé les airs projecteurs. Bah, je peux pas me défendre, ça sert à rien.
C'est nul.
Ah bah non, me baisse la gueule, hein. Ah, il y a eu un bug de...
I asked for you because I need your help.
Ah ouais, bah le prince, c'est normal, hein. C'est ton intérêt.
Quelle salope.
Je suis, j'aurais augmenté plutôt mes compétences de domination. Je suis combien pour rigoler? Je peux pas? Si. C'est comment elle s'appelle? Licha. Bernard. Y'a pas les mecs là? La merde, non, c'est quoi? C'est Boston. Ah oui, c'est Boston. Comment ça s'appelle? C'est moi ça? Non, c'est. Elle est 12e ou 12e. Et l'autre, c'est quoi?
Bah, c'est le roi.
Comment ça s'appelle? Quel Kurt? Il est combien lui? Ah oui, ah, d'accord. C'est un 7e lui.
Ah,
tu m'étonnes. Les 10e. Les 10e. 12e. 8e. Quand même 8e, hein. On voit pas la photo, mais c'est un os fait. Ah, bah si, on a vu la photo, je suis con. Genre. Elle est où elle est 10e, voilà, elle est 10e. Moi 12e, donc elle est logiquement plus forte que moi.
Ouais.
Par contre, lui, il pourrait faire qu'une bouchée d'elle. Hein.
Ah oui.
Mom, listen to me.
Yes, sweetie. What is it?
There's no point. The swan will lose its head in 2 days. I just saw it. We know, Mom.
Après, chaque fois qu'elle m'a dit, ah, fais comme ça, je me suis baisé la gueule.
What is she saying?
Ah, te parle, qu'est-ce qu'elle vient de te dire? Tu m'as baisé la gueule, j'ai bien envie de te dire ça, mais... Écoute, je prends la vision d'un gaming, que c'est mon subconscient qui dit ça, ça marche jamais.
Halsey sees a swan. It'll lose its head in 2 days. But that could mean a lot of things.
It's not very clear, you mean?
Nothing's ever certain, and...
Of course. There's got to be a way to shuffle things. There must. Not after everything I've done. I won't believe it.
Ah bah, tu m'as deviné, hein.
Please leave. I need to think.
As you wish.
Elle est pas contente, du coup. Tu vois, quand je vais rouvrir le jeu, j'essaie de faire Paladine. Bah, c'est comme ça, dominer. Ah, j'ai une récompense de dialogue.
Tiens, elle regarde là où c'est nu.
Bah oui, je suis passé dedans. Est-ce que je bois ou pas? J'ai tendance à prendre le traitement. Hein.
Ah oui.
Ah, Lénine a dit oui, pour une fois qu'elle prend un vie dans ce jeu. Allez.
You're just in my head. Please don't leave me. Let me stay with you, Mom.
No, Richard is right. I need to get better.
Après, j'ai pu le garder. Je pense que si t'as un trophée, il faut faire le truc.
Ah oui, bah,
de
toute façon, toujours. Toujours
là,
plein de possibilités.
Là, je le garde. En plus, je fais même pas ce parce que tu peux pas soigner un vampire comme ça. Hein.
Y a rien. Elle boit rien. Bien plus vite.
Mais plus personne. Très gagné. Allez de l'avant. Ceci dit, de notre vision. Je suis pas mal une lumière, je suis affalé.
C'est affalé. Tu peux éteindre la lumière.
Ah bah non, je viens juste d'allumer. Elle aussi, elle a commencé, elle a 1h de... J'ai dit, il est 7h, elle.
Non.
Bah si.
Isidore m'a dit de...
Alors, apparemment, c'est une prison avec plein d'enfants. J'ai mis la prison à la petite fille, on est en plein milieu.
Elle est là. Ah, mais on avait déjà dit.
Ouais, je pense que c'est pas la première. Il y en a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. À moins que 11 déjà à la droite, à moins que celle de devant c'est toi.
Non.
12 devant.
Non.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Il y en a 2 là-bas au fond. 14 si... Et celle que tu vois, c'est elle, on a compris.
And my memory loss. Halsey. Oh, shit. I have to find Richard at the Red Salon.
Il y a un passage où tu vas là-dedans, ça va pas
Explain this.
Qu'est-ce que t'as vu? Oh, bah voilà. Comme je présume que le... Oh, la copine m'appelle.
C'est elle?
Bon, on va répondre comme ça parce que ça va me gêner.
Allô?
Eh, regarde.
Oui?
Pas d'échec. Demande-lui c'est quoi son prénom. Dis-lui t'aimes pas Internet.
Oui?
Ah, toi... ah non, Jade. C'est pas Jade. Non, j'ai dit que j'avais pas Internet. Oh là là.
Oui, mais je suis partie de chez vous. Bah, c'était trop cher. J'ai pas pris de vague, j'ai juste pris mon forfait téléphone chez Free.
Alors, en sévérité... 90.
Non, je n'étais pas chez Bouygues. Non. Pas pour le forfait, pas pour l'internet.
Je prends comme une sévérité.
Ouais.
Ah, c'est 15,
40 €.
Non, moi.
Oui?
Non, c'est moi.
Ah non, c'est tout le temps. Oui.
Bon, on arrête là.
On
On verra tout à l'heure.